Hello, my name is Lucy Cecilia, and I am going to be talking about a digital portfolio that I have to create for the class that I'm taking through the University of Phoenix. I was asked to create a digital portfolio for the course Using Technology for Teaching and Learning. And creating this portfolio, I decided to go with Webby website so that I can create it. The reason I like the Webby website, it was because it was easy. It was easy to navigate, and it was easy for me to create each of the tabs and each pages that I'm going to be talking about for this portfolio. So at the beginning, I created the home page, and my home page, as you can see, I have all my tabs on the front, on the top, and then on row the name of the school, the portfolio course that I'm taking, and I included which part here, which should be my table contents in my digital portfolio for each week what we have to do. On week one, I was asked to create, I'm going to click on the tab. I was asked to create the New Jersey Core Common State Standard and a standard for student learning, doing an infographic. And for this infographic, what I did, I used the Canvas for it, and it was easy to use this other program. I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time that I actually do use Canvas for infographics, so I really did enjoy using it. I also did the PDF file also with the same standards, talking about the New Jersey Common Core State Standard and the standard for student learning, which is more related to my kindergarten student using technology. And as you can see, my word cloud, this is my word cloud that I created with Canvas. And then I did my mission statement. I was also asked to do a mission statement. And it's very important, your mission statement for technology, because I believe that when you have a mission statement, it guides you to what you want to show your students or expect your students to learn through technology, and it doesn't matter what age group you teach, it's always important to have it on a mission statement. And for example, like in my mission statement, I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to read where I wrote, like in the 21st century, using technology in the classroom is essential. Students must be ready and prepared to join the workforce as they gain knowledge on how to use many different skills for technology. And this is very important because as students get older, and they join the workforce, it's important that they're already familiar with the different apps in using technology. And how to integrate technology into the different skills that they will be working when they decide to join the workforce. So as a teacher must focus on developing lessons that are age appropriate for students. And the good thing about technology or integrating technology is that you can always differentiate for your students how to use the different types of tools that comes with technology. Okay, and as a teacher, we must create an interactive and inquiry-based learning experiences that teach academic content and skills to our students. Okay, and technology like digital devices such as the computer, your iPad, smartphones, laptops, and the internet. And what I like about as I was doing creating this portfolio um, about the iPad is that my students already in my kindergarten class we had the one-on-one iPad. So with this pandemic, we really have used a lot of technology this year and past year because we're still doing virtual for many of our school districts. Then for my week 2, I'm going to click on the tab. On week 2, it was about diverse classroom learning and technology, and I had to create a podcast on a scenario, and I used the Anchor podcast, and I really liked it because it was easy also to record myself as I did the 3 different scenario, which was the high school scenario, elementary, and middle school. And the scenario was about technology, like giving advice on how to use technology in 3 different scenarios. Then was for week 3, we were asked to do a lunch and learn. And I really, this is was fun to do this lunch and learn, you know, because I was asked to do a presentation or create a PowerPoint, and I did create my PowerPoint, but I was not able to upload it to Webby website because I would have to pay for more if I wanted to more megabytes. I only allow up to 10 megabytes for my PowerPoint. So I used this slideshare.net, which is a nice, it's easy to use too, you know. What's good about the SlideShare is that you could do the PowerPoint and then you can transform or import it into a SlideShare. And the presentation was for the Lunch and Learn presentation. As you see, each slide talks about integrating technology and how into the classroom and why it is important to integrate technology in the classroom. Then and I was also asked to create the handout, and the handout will be the handout that I would give my audience when I would do the presentation. Then on tab 4, and click on it, we were asked to do an emerging threats in integrating technology. There's a presentation, and my presentation, I did it with YouTube. I uploaded it to YouTube. See if it takes me there. Give me a couple seconds. And it talks about, you know, emerging technology. So hold on.
Hello, my name is Lucy.
And I actually did the coding, which is something that with digital for students to learn, especially our kindergarten students. You know, the earlier you start then learning how to do coding, the better they'll get at it.
So what is coding?
Okay, so here we go. Let me get out of there. And then I had to do a document illustration, which I have here. I'm not going to open it because if I do, it's going to take me a while. So, and then we have the resources that I use for this week for assignment. Then on the tab for week 5, I'm going to click on it. It talked about the legal and ethnical issues, and we had to do an editorial. Closing the digital divide in education. And so in this part here, I had talked a little bit about the copyright and fair use, what it is, you know, especially, you know, for younger students to be aware that, you know, what copyrights are and what you can do. For example, if you're going to copy a video of somebody else, you know, you have to have permission from that as a copyright to have permission for that. And then we talk about the Family Education Right and Privacy Act that talked about a little bit about that, protecting children's right, you know, and this is very important, you know, that we are aware of, you know, our students' right, you know. And then we talked about the technology was about plagiarizing. This is something real big today because, you know, our younger students, and I've seen it like in certain grades that I've subbed in the past, where students will just copy, you know, from the internet. They will go into, for example, Google something and they will look for information and they will copy and paste it onto the document and not give credit to the person. But then again, it's not their fault because we have to teach our students how to, you know, that if you're going to use somebody else's work, you have to give credit to that person and show them how to do it. And then I have a PDF file with the resources of what I use for or for this week 5. Then I'm going to click on week 6. On week 6 is we talked about best practices and threats for technology integration. I used the SlideShare presentation. I'm going to click on it. And then again, here we go. I really enjoy doing the SlideShare here because I did it first in the PowerPoint, and then I was able to import it up to a SlideShare, which was beautiful. I mean, I like the way mine came out, and it talks about it. Best practices for integrating technology, creating changes within the organization. Okay, so I'm gonna go back out. Hold on. Oh, wait, I'm the wrong one. Give me 1 second. What happened here? Here we go. And then I had to create the transcript for best practices in for technology, which was part of the SlideShare. And there goes the information that I talked about in the SlideShare. And then there was a handout also that was like it was that I prepare a PDF file, and then I also had to do an educational technology toolkit, and it was, I had to pick a book, okay, and when I chose that book, oh wait a minute, I'm sorry, I think I'm in week 6. No, you're not. Am I? I'm sorry, that's week 6. I was in week 5. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Let me go back. I'm not gonna stop this. Let me go back. Next one is week 6. Sorry. That's what I had to create the best practices in thread for technology integration. I talked about it, the SlideShare presentation link, my transcript for best practices and thread for the technology. And then again, I'm gonna click on it. And this is my education technology toolkit. I chose a book that I had to present that would be good for my school to use. For example, the book that I decided to write about was Cyber Savvy, Embracing Digital Safety and Clarity, written by Nancy Wooler. And this is a good book that I would recommend it to anyone that, works with younger students, especially those in grades K to, I would say, 2nd grade, or could even be higher than that. But it has a lot of information where it talks about the safety and online for our students. Um, it was interesting. I had fun looking up this information. And then I had to create my digital portfolio, which is what I created now, what I have now. And I am gonna click on it. I uploaded it to YouTube. Here it goes. And I'm gonna get out of it. Okay, let me get out of it. Okay. And then what else did I do? Last, what I did was the resources. I added my resources, and all the resources I have here is from week 1 through week 6 that I use for all my assignments for this portfolio, plus all the assignments that I had to do within the classroom. I hope that you enjoyed this digital portfolio, and thank you.